and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be taking a look at the latest drop that's just landed at kibblewatches.co.uk, so make sure you go check them out. And as always with these videos, there's timestamps in the description to skip to the watch you want to see, so you don't hear me rambling as I always do, and also a link to the website to be able to see whether it's in stock, the extra photos, the description and the price. That's all down. It has been 2 weeks since we've done a drop. That is why there's quite a varied display here today. So we've got from a very rare Bremont Martin Baker, which currently isn't here, but we'll talk about still, all the way down to a gold-plated Rotary. I'm talking the whole spectrum. So we're going to have a look at them all today. Now, I have purchased a proper microphone. This is the Rode Wireless Go. Apparently it's great, the audio quality does sound incredible. However, I am having an absolute nightmare connecting it up to my phone because all these extra cables are required and it's just not having it. So I've ordered a different cable. Hopefully that's going to do the trick, and from the next video we'll have better audio. But until then, you're going to have to put up with this audio, I'm afraid. And a few final things before we begin. I just want to say, make sure you're following on Instagram. That's where you get a sneak peek to what's available and you can purchase things before they even get to the website. So make sure you follow in there. It's at kibblewatches, very, very simple. The links are in the description. And also you're more than welcome to view these watches at my office here in Clerkenwell. But do remember, it's appointment only, so make sure you get that email in and give enough time, or phone the office, whatever's easiest. All the details are in the description or on the website. Now that that's all out of the way, let's go on with some watches, and we'll start with what's on my wrist. So I have been incredibly lucky and found 7 new old stock 1970s Zeniths. And I am doing probably one of the very, very biggest sins that you can do, which is wearing a new old stock watch. The reason I'm wearing this one is because this is the one I'm keeping. I am going to do a video on all 7. The rest will be for sale. I'm still waiting for one of them to arrive. So once they're all here, I will start doing the video. But check Instagram, they're on there, so they are available from today. I guess the first watch we should quickly talk about is the watch that isn't actually on the table right now, which is the Bremont Martin Baker. Now, it's a very, very special one. It's a Martin Baker, technically not a 1.5. Now, in the letter that comes with it, it has been called the 1.5 by Analog Shift, and you'll see that in the letter, which is the provenance. It's not a 1.5 because the 1.5 is technically a limited edition of about 20 watches that was done for a specific forum. So calling it a 1.5 is a very sticky subject, and a few people have said I can't, and a few people have said, you know what, it says it in the letter. So I will let you guys decide what you want to call it. It's a very, very cool watch. Its reference is MB Staff. And the story is, it was given to the gentleman, or the gentleman purchased it right from Andrew Baker of Martin Baker themselves. Now, I'm going to leave it there because I haven't got the watch to show you. I would have put a few photos on screen, but check out on the website and you can see all the information that we have, and you can read the provenance for yourself and make up your own mind. I think today we start with a vintage, but an incredibly special vintage. Let's have a closer look. So we are starting with a gorgeous Amiga. First off, it comes with its outer box, inner box, and the watch. It doesn't come with any papers, unfortunately. That would add a considerable amount to the value. But let's have a look. So let's give it a wind and get it going. This is a 1969 Amiga DeVille chronograph, as you can see. But for those of you keen-eyed out there, you're going to notice a few things straight away. One, the date over there at 9 o'clock, which means this is the slightly rarer caliber 930 inside here. We'll start it up and let it run whilst we're talking. And then the rest of you would have noticed the dial. That is its original electric blue, which makes it, again, very, very rare. I want to apologise in advance if I say the same terms a lot. It's just, well, I'm doing all this off the cuff. I don't write scripts or anything. Maybe I should. Let me know down in the comments. But it comes on its original bracelet as well, which is very, very nice. You can see there, nice original condition, original logo right there on the crystal. Crown and pushers. It's just a stunning piece. Very, very nice indeed. As I said, it's got the rarer caliber, the 930, which you don't see often. The reference of this watch is 146017. And as always, do check out the website listing as we go into a lot more detail. Now let's talk dimensions. You've got a 35mm case and only 13mm thick, so it wears incredibly well, with a lug-to-lug of only 40mm, which is super short lug-to-lug. And there it is on my 6 3/4 inch wrist. and you've got 19mm lugs. It does make it a little bit awkward, but thankfully it comes with the bracelet, which once out all the way, as you can see, it will fit. I would probably say close to a 7-inch wrist. Spare links may be sourced, if not a clasp extender, and the watch will be provided with a strap as well. So there you go, not an Amiga strap, just a generic nice leather strap which will look good on the watch. Now, as I said, circa 1969, making it a very early piece. So whilst they were landing on the moon, this watch was being made, which is pretty cool. So check this one out if you're looking for something a bit different to your standard Speedmasters and all that kind of stuff, but something incredibly rare and only produced for 2 years as well. This is the watch for you. Going from a vintage classic to a modern cool classic, the Tudor. I think it's fair to say the Tudor GMT is a cool classic by now already, a modern one. It does come with its full box papers, guarantee, and it even comes with a NATO, which they stopped doing. So a good value proposition here. So this one is a 2019 model. To be precise, it is February 2019. So here it is, in great condition, full links provided. Obviously it's not got all the links in at the moment. It is a worn watch, it's not brand new. There is one mark, really notable, to be honest, which is there. The rest are just minor, like little scratches on the clasp and stuff like that. But worth mentioning nonetheless. So let's show it on wrist. Here it is, 41mm by 15mm thick. You've got 51mm lug to lug and 22mm lugs. It's just a cool looking watch, and that's the truth of it. A cool looking watch that's incredibly well built, and it offers a ton of value. I think the prices have settled down quite a bit because they were trading over retail, and I would tell everyone who I ended up selling one to over retail that they will come down. So are you sure you want to pay over retail? And they have come down to more realistic prices. So this is available on the website right now at a very fair price for what it is. So check it out. Now, a personal favourite from the drop, the Vertex. One of my favourites of the drop, the Vertex M100B, limited to 150. Look at this case. This case is cool. There you go. And it's got everything in there you'd expect. The full set, which is always good. Let's take it out and have a closer look, shall we? So the M100 is basically Vertex's re-edition of the original Dirty Dozen that they created back in World War II for the British Army. And that is what it is. And this is its pretty much modern successor to it. You see it's got the broad arrow on there, just as the originals would have. The same sort of design. Apart from this is 40mm and not chrome plated like the original was. The B stands for the all black, which is a DLC coating. Very nice, and it has these crazy numerals. You'll have to excuse the noise on Clerkenwell Road. It's a hotspot. Inside here is a manually wound ETA 7001, which is just a really good, reliable movement, easy to get serviced when the time comes. Comes on its original rubber strap, which is very nice. Here it is on wrist. So as I said, a 40mm case size. You've got only 10mm thick thanks to that manually wound movement, 49mm lug to lug, which makes it quite nice and compact on the wrist, and 20mm lugs. Again, just very good proportioned, very well proportioned watch, sorry, and it just wears super comfortably on the wrist. Now this one is from November 2018. It is a full set and it is in great condition. No real signs of wear anywhere. So you can save yourself a bit on the retail, or obviously get it direct from Vertex. They've still got, I think, a couple left of this model if you want to get it brand new and have your own warranty and everything like that. But all our watches are checked over and are provided with our warranty. After showing you my personal Zenith, I want to show you something pretty similar in its vein, the Zodiac. Now for a timepiece that is so cool. This is the 1975 Zodiac Oversize, as I've called it, because it is a bit of a lump and it's absolutely awesome. It's in what I call near new old stock condition. The reason being it's got a few storage marks from over the years, like a faint scratch on the crystal and a couple of marks here and there, but overall it's as close to new old stock as you are going to get. It does come on, it's a bracelet which is full sized with all the links available. And it's just a stupidly cool piece. That dial is a gradient blue, which when you catch it in certain lights is incredibly dark, and then it just goes like a ghost white. There you go. Look at that. It's crazy. The movement inside here is the automatic Zodiac caliber 86, which is a push date caliber, as you can see, and it does feature hacking, which is when you pull out the crown, the second hand stops. So quite an advanced movement for 1975, really. And you can see the profile of the watch is bonkers. Let's put it on wrist and have a look. So there you go. The dimensions might surprise you. So it is a big watch, but at 42mm with only 51mm lug to lug, it wears surprisingly well. And it's only 13mm thick, but it has that crazy slope which just hugs the wrist. 18mm lugs. I would personally keep it on the bracelet because it just adds to that look, but you could definitely mess around with straps on this. But what a beast this is, and a very, very cool and rare watch. From wacky vintage to wacky modern, let's have a look at this Unimatic. So a bit of an oddball here, and it's the Unimatic. A very, very funky watch. First, it does come with its box, papers, spare strap, everything you would want. But to the important part, the watch itself. So this is the Unimatic U3-AN Dive Chrono. It's a limited edition of 300 watches in all black with that very cool faux patina. I mean, just look at the colour of that. It looks incredible. All the pushers and the crown are screw down, and inside here is actually a Seiko Mega Quartz, the Mega Quartz VK64. So a very reliable movement. Here it is on my wrist. So the watch is from November 2018. It's 41.5mm with 14mm thick. 51mm lug to lug, so again, considering its size, it wears fairly compact with 22mm lugs, so quite wide lugs. A very cool, funky watch. Definitely won't be for everyone, and that's okay. That's what makes Unimatic Unimatic. I think they've got quite a good cult following, really, of collectors who just love what they do, and I can see why. It's a lot of fun. You know what? There's two of them, so let's combine them. Let's have a look at the Hamiltons. Now, the two Hamiltons, both really cool. Let's dig in to the Murphy. So this is nicknamed the Murphy after Interstellar, where the character Murphy wore this watch. And the story goes that Murphy wore the watch in the film and Hamilton didn't release the watch. And they buckled under the pressure of all the collectors who wanted the watch, and they released a special edition or limited edition with a funky box, and then the public edition, which is this one, with the standard box. The only difference, as far as I can tell, is the box, but I could be wrong, so someone let me know. Nice automatic caliber in here, Hamilton H10, just had to look that up, which is basically a modified ETA that they use. Very reliable, very good movement. You can see it comes on its original strap. This one is from March 2019, but has probably only been worn a couple of times at most. Really cool cathedral style hands, that faux patina. And for those of you who know, the second hand, the loom, it's very difficult to catch and show, but the loom on the second hand is in Morse code for Eureka, which is what she says when she finds something in the film. I just forgot at that exact moment I was supposed to remember, which is terrible, but it's a cool watch nonetheless. And again, everything is cool apparently. I say too much, I'm sorry guys. Now on to the other Hamilton. No, this is not my Hamilton because I own the exact same watch. This one is actually a slightly different reference, even though it's the exact same design. This is from March 2018. This is the one that they made before putting in the 80-hour power reserve. So this has the ETA caliber 2801-2, which is about 45 to 50-hour power reserve. Now, for those of you who've seen my review of my personal watch, you will know I discussed the movement. I said the movement, as great as it is having 80 hours, mine wasn't running very well. It wasn't magnetized, it wasn't anything like that, it was just very poorly regulated. And after regulating it, it's been running a bit better, but it's still a little bit temperamental with its timekeeping. I put that down to the fact that they've increased the power reserve to 80 hours on a manually wound watch and the way they did it. Again, I'm no watchmaker, but speaking to a watchmaker, it's very possible that that could be the reason. So, out of the two, I think this one's the better buy because you've got a more reliable movement that's tried and tested and has been around for donkeys. So, I think that's the one to get. Now, it is 38.5mm. Go watch my review. It's pretty much the same watch, just disregard the movement discussion. And that is the watch. And these are both offered at very fair prices, considering their condition, the fact that they are full sets with box papers and everything. I've got to show this on wrist, so let's put that one on wrist. 42mm this one, so definitely bigger, with 52mm lug to lug. So it's definitely on the bigger side. So if you're into your small watches, this one might be a little bit too big for you, but you'd still be surprised by how well it wears. Now on to a really cute and charming Gerald Perrigo. Now for a watch I called cute. Let's give it a wind and get it going live. on camera. There we go. So this is a 1950s Gerald Perrigo. You can see the dial is patinaed beautifully. It's got that beautiful sort of pink gold raised numerals, indices and hands which just catch the light beautifully. Really nice looking piece this. So it is a manually wound movement inside here. It's the Gerald Perrigo Cal 05HU639, which is a modified PESA 190 basically. And the reason I called it Q is because it's 31mm by 39mm, so quite a small watch, 9mm thick with 16mm lugs. I've put it on this nice brown leather strap, which I think complements it very nice. Now don't be put off by the size, guys. At 31mm, I think it still wears pretty well, and it looks really good on wrist. Now granted, it's probably going to look better on a female's wrist, but here's the perfect opportunity to buy a lady, or the lady themselves buy themselves a watch, and your husband can nick it, or your partner, or if you're the gentleman, buy it for your missus, and then you can steal it as well. What a result. But it's a really cool piece, manually wound, again with our warranty, all been checked over, and there it is. Next, a 1970s diver, which is very affordable for what it is. Now for a really great looking watch. This is a 1970s Clinton diver style. Now I'll have to admit, I'm not a big fan of the name, and I think a few people won't be out there, but if you can look past that, you're getting a hell of a lot of watch for not a lot of money. And to put it into perspective, this is under £300, and it's a 17 jewel Lawser manually wound movement, so it's not just your basic pin lever, it's actually quite a decent caliber in here. You've got a date over there with a reverse cyclops on the crystal. You've got a world timer bezel, which is like glossy finished, so it's really cool. Aluminium bezel, really nice numerals on there, full of lume. It's just a very fun watch. Granted, it is chrome plated, but the chrome is okay considering its age. And then this is where it gets even better for the price. So this is 38mm by 43 lug to lug, so it's quite a big watch. It's not a small sort of 35mm chrome plated diver that you usually get for this kind of price, so it's a step up. 18mm lugs as well. We've got it paired on this black NATO with the red stripe. I think it's quite striking going through. It looks cool. A lot of watch for not a lot of money in my opinion. And last but by no means least, the most affordable watch on the table, which is perfect for someone just getting into vintage or as a gift, the Rotary. And finally, the little Rotary. Here we are. So this is a Rotary Avenger. What a cool name. A nice 17 jewel FE caliber 140 inside here, which is, as I said, manually wound. That's the original dial, and you can see you've got the nice puffy tritium dots, which have discoloured very nicely. Very cute little thing. It is gold plated, but the gold plating is in very good condition. Steel screw back, which is always a nice feature. It's just a lot of watch for not a lot of money, really, when you consider it. The size is 34mm, so it puts it in as a really cool gold coloured dress watch option. 10mm thick, 41mm lug to lug, and 18mm lug. So you've got strap options for days. It is gold plaqued, and it does have the reference in between the lugs as well. So just a fun watch for not a lot of money. So there you have it. I apologise in advance if this was a very long video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, always remember, leave a like, thumbs up, check out the watches on the website. Even if you're not in the market to purchase these, we put a lot of effort into the descriptions and the photos and everything for you to enjoy regardless, because at the end of the day, we're watch collectors first, and just incredibly fortunate to be able to do this as a living. I'd also like to apologise if I've been a bit all over the place in this video with my talking. The reason being, it's been a long week already. It's Thursday as of the time of recording this video, and I've already done over, I think it's got to be about 45 hours now in the office this week. So it's been a very long week, but an incredibly fortunate. And as I said, make sure you follow on Instagram, because you will see next week's drop and some of the following week's drop already being showcased on there. That's how busy it's been. So I look forward to hearing from you guys down in the comments as always. I look forward to your emails, and I look forward to shipping you off your new watches. Thank you very much. See you soon.